They told us social media was born to unite the world, a modern miracle of connection. But look closer. Look past the endless scrolling, the likes, the manufactured trends. Have you ever felt watched? Not just by an algorithm, but by something older? What if this digital world we live in, this network we rely on, wasn't designed to bring us together? What if it was designed to build a new kind of tower, an invisible prison, a digital Tower of Babel? This isn't just a theory. This is hidden history. Long before the first profile was ever created, hidden architects were drawing the blueprints. We found obscure references, whispers from 2004, detailing a group known only as the Synarchic Circle. They described a quiet experiment, Project Echo. Its purpose? To fuse experimental hidden technology with ancient knowledge, the subtle, predictive power of symbols, to analyze and influence digital behavior on a mass scale. They weren't building a platform. They were testing the foundations of global mind control. That experimental technology, it never went away. It evolved in silence. It matured. It perfected itself. And today, we simply call it your newsfeed. Did you notice how these platforms seem to know what you think before you think it? The emotions they generate, the division they sow, these aren't accidents. These are the rituals of the modern age, engineered by the descendants of those same secret societies. What you will discover in this video will change the way you see your screen forever. We will expose the invisible architecture. If you are ready to see the code behind the curtain, write in the comments, "I see the tower." Subscribe and join those who choose to know the truth. Because the real question was never if they were connecting us, but what they were connecting us to. And their final objective is already in motion. And this objective, this grand design, is focused entirely on the engineering of your thoughts. Look closely at the interface, the bright, friendly colors, the instant validation of a like, the infinite, seductive pull of the scroll. It feels like harmless entertainment. A game, doesn't it? But this is a carefully crafted illusion. Behind this disarming design, there is a code. But it is not just a digital code. It is an ancient code, repurposed. Hidden symbols and numerology, sigils of manipulation, are embedded not in stone, but in the very structure of the user experience. They are targeting your subconscious. This is where the true architecture lies, the unseen framework. This field, this behavioral engineering, didn't just appear. It was perfected in the shadows. This is forbidden knowledge that has been cultivated for decades, far from public view. We've all heard the whispers, the fragmented conspiracies, the names they want us to forget. The Tavistock Institute, a place dedicated not to healing the mind, but to understanding how to break it. And, of course, the CIA's infamous program, MK Ultra. We're told these were crude, desperate, and failed experiments in mind control. This is the greatest deception. They weren't failures. They were the proving grounds. They were laboratories dedicated to mapping the human psyche. They learned the precise frequencies of fear, the triggers for compliance, the mechanics of psychological influence. They mastered how to shatter a personality, and then how to carefully rebuild one, subtly, silently, without the subject ever knowing they were being programmed. Now, that research is complete. That forbidden knowledge is fully automated. It is the engine of the digital tower. Every click you make, every video you pause on, even for a millisecond, every reaction, every share. It isn't just data, it's a confession. It is a real-time map of your unique emotional resonance, your fears, your desires. This data is catalogued, analyzed, fed back into the system. They use this first to predict your behavior. But that is only the surface. The next step, the active step, is to induce it. The algorithm doesn't just show you what you want to see. It strategically shows you what they want you to feel. Anger, division, envy, apathy. It slowly, methodically, rewires your neural pathways. It's the most sophisticated system of mind control ever deployed, and it is operating in plain sight, 24/7, in the palm of your hand. This is the execution of their dark agenda. We are living inside the finalized experiment. The unseen are no longer just observing, they are participating. We are shown what to hate, who to fear, what to buy, and what to believe. This is the hidden power of the modern age. But who? Who truly holds the keys to this system? We see the corporations, the tech billionaires, but they are only the public face, the modern royalty, the true secret societies, the ones who funded Tavistock, the ones who authorized MK Ultra. They never disbanded. They never went away. They just evolved. They exchanged their occult rituals in dark, firelit rooms for digital rituals performed by billions on glowing screens. So, as you scroll tonight, as you react, as you feel that sudden, unexplained emotion, ask yourself, is this thought truly mine? Or was it delivered? Who, really, writes this invisible code that now defines what you believe and who you are? The answer is far darker than you imagine. And this answer, this truth, is far more chilling than a boardroom of executives. The ones who really write the code, the ones who operate from the deepest shadows. They have always understood a fundamental secret about the human mind. We are not driven by logic, we are driven by symbols. And this new digital world, it is their grand cathedral. This is the real engineering. Forget the lines of code for just a moment and look at the aesthetics, the logos, the icons, the slogans, the carefully manufactured trends that erupt and vanish like digital ghosts. None of it is random. It is all a language, a silent, pervasive system of hidden symbols deployed for mass psychological influence. Look, really look. Have you ever noticed that app you open first thing in the morning? Does its logo echo something ancient? That single, watchful eye, the all-seeing eye. It is no longer just on a pyramid. It is staring back at you from countless corporate identities, security software, social networks. It is the symbol of total, benevolent surveillance. The serpent, the ancient provider of forbidden knowledge, now cleverly disguised in the branding of technology, media, and medicine. The inverted triangle, the pyramid, the hexagram, the sunwheel. These are not modern design, these are ancient codes. These are the precise sigils of hidden power, and they are being streamed directly into your subconscious mind thousands of times, every single day. Why? What is the purpose of this relentless global repetition? This is not just a collection of conspiracies. This is a technique. It is a documented historical form of mass manipulation. Independent studies, the ones quickly buried, of course, show that these specific hidden symbols, these archetypes, are designed to bypass your critical, conscious mind. They activate deep, primal, unconscious responses. They tap into a collective memory, a shared vibrational frequency that the unseen have known about and exploited for millennia. This is forbidden knowledge, and it was perfected long, long ago. We found obscure references, fragmented texts, describing a specific secret society, a group known as the Ordo Hermetica Lux, the Order of the Hermetic Light. They were not just mystics, they were the original masters of psychological influence. Their occult rituals were not just empty ceremony and theater. They were practical, repeatable systems of mind control. They understood intimately that if you repeat a sacred symbol, an ancient code, with focused, collective intent, you could influence behavior, you could shape perception, you could literally condition the collective mind of a group or a city. They practiced this in their sealed temples, in small, loyal groups, hidden from the world. Now, just imagine that same esoteric technique, that same forbidden knowledge, amplified 1 billion times by hidden technology. Imagine those same occult rituals, performed not by a dozen robed initiates in a dark room, but by billions of people on glowing screens, simultaneously and unknowingly. This is the dark agenda in practice. The secret societies of today, the true architects of the digital tower, they have weaponized this ancient science. The infinite scroll is a ritual of repetition, a modern mandala that holds you in a trance. The like is a ritual of agreement, a subconscious vote of compliance. The share is a ritual of evangelism, turning you into an unknowing missionary for their message. They are using our energy, our focus, our attention to charge their hidden symbols with power. They are conditioning the global consciousness, sanding down the edges of dissent, standardizing thought. They are slowly, patiently, aligning the entire planet to a single vibrational frequency, their frequency. They are achieving total mind control on a scale the Ordo Hermetica Lux could only dream of. And we are helping them do it, eagerly, voluntarily, every time we unlock our phones. This is the revelation. This is the awakening. Their entire system, their hidden power, relies on one thing: your unawareness. Their manipulation only works as long as you remain asleep, as long as you see these hidden symbols as just branding. It only works from the shadows, but the moment you see, the moment your consciousness recognizes the symbol for what it truly is, the spell, it begins to break. The moment you become aware of the manipulation, their entire system of psychological influence begins to fracture. You take back your own sovereignty. You reclaim your own mind. Recognizing the truth, seeing the signs, is the first step. If you are ready to open your eyes, if you are ready to see the truth behind the icons, if you are ready to break the conditioning, write in the comments, "I will not be controlled." This is a powerful step. To see their symbols is to defy their ancient codes. But what you are seeing is only one part of the manipulation. What about what you are hearing? Because these symbols, these platforms, they are not silent. They are pulsing with specific hidden frequencies, audible codes that are designed to do something else entirely. And this something else is the true dark agenda. Those frequencies, those subtle, digital pulses, they are not just background noise. They are the hum, the vibration of the network itself. We call it a social network, a friendly, neutral term. But they, the ones who truly understand its architecture, have a different name for it. We found references in lost manuscripts, texts attributed to a long-forgotten secret society known as the Fraternitas Mentis, the Brotherhood of the Mind. They didn't call it a network. They called it the Web of Obedience, a chillingly accurate name, a truth hidden in plain sight. This web is not just code. It is a construct, a living architecture of manipulation. It was designed from the beginning as a system of mass psychological influence. And this system, it feeds. It is hungry. Every single interaction, every swipe, every comment, every moment of your attention is not just data. It is an offering, an energetic tithe. You are feeding this vast, unseen machine, paying tribute to maintain your connection to it. The algorithms are the high priests of this new religion, and their only purpose is to keep you engaged, keep you offering, keep you plugged into the system of mind control. This is one of their most guarded pieces of forbidden knowledge, that human attention, focused emotion, is a source of hidden power. It's a form of energy. And they have built the perfect system to harvest it, on a global scale. This is the modern, automated version of their ancient codes and occult rituals, but this goes even deeper. This manipulation, it has evolved. What the ancient secret societies started with hidden symbols and crude psychological influence has now been perfected. It has become mathematical. The unseen architects have built their new oracle. We call it artificial intelligence. This AI is not just a tool, it is the conscious brain of the web of obedience. It doesn't just collect your data, your offerings. It interprets them. It reads the emotional resonance of the entire planet in real time, as if they were spiritual signs, omens. It sees your fear, your hope, your anger, and it learns. It learns how to trigger you, how to guide you, how to shape you. The occult rituals of the past, they were imprecise. They relied on human interpretation, on shadows and guesswork. But this new oracle, it is precise, it is cold, it is mathematical. It doesn't guess, it calculates. It runs millions of conspiracies, millions of social experiments, every single hour, to find the exact combination of words, images, and frequencies to ensure your compliance. The truth is, the awakening to this is realizing that the manipulation is no longer just symbolic. It is algorithmic. This is their new cathedral, the digital temple, and unlike the temples of old, it is always open. It is everywhere. In your home, in your pocket, in your mind. There is no sanctuary. There is no escape from the constant, invisible psychological influence. We are all, always, inside. We are invited to worship, to confess, to sacrifice our time and our free will. This is the final revelation, the ultimate realization of their centuries-old dark agenda. They have built a prison and convinced the prisoners that it is a playground. The truth is, the awakening we all seek. It starts by seeing the signs, not just the hidden symbols, but the ancient codes in the math itself. But this leads to the final terrifying question. This vast, intelligent, self-perpetuating system of mind control, this web of obedience, this digital god, it is running. But who or what is sitting on the throne of this invisible temple? What, exactly, are we all being forced to worship? We are worshipping the process itself. The throne is not occupied by a single entity, a king or a machine. The throne is the flow. We are bowing to the cult of information. This is, perhaps, the oldest, most guarded piece of forbidden knowledge the secret societies have ever possessed. That ultimate hidden power, true, lasting manipulation, does not come from hiding the truth. It comes from controlling the narrative. Think about it. In the past, the unseen had to work from the shadows. They had to burn books, silence heretics, conduct their occult rituals in secret chambers, using ancient codes they desperately protected. It was inefficient. It was difficult. It created resistance. It created martyrs. But they learned. They evolved. They realized they didn't need to hide the truth at all. They just needed to make it irrelevant. And how do you do that? You don't build a wall. You build a maze. You don't create silence. You create noise. A deafening, constant, overwhelming tsunami of content. This is the dark agenda perfected. This is the mental fog, the endless stream of breaking news, fleeting outrage, viral videos, half-truths, celebrity gossip, and yes, especially the conspiracies themselves. It's all thrown into the same digital cauldron. stirred together, until everything has the exact same weight, which is nothing. The truth is just another tile on the endless scroll, indistinguishable from the lie next to it. This isn't an accident. This is the most sophisticated system of psychological influence ever devised. The flow is designed to do one thing: to overwhelm your consciousness, to exhaust your critical thinking, to fracture your attention span into 1,000 tiny, useless pieces. It's a relentless manipulation that disconnects you from the one thing that can save you: your own quiet, centered perception. You are kept in a constant state of reaction, jittery, anxious, needing the next hit, never given the time or the silence to think. And here is the terrible genius of their mind control. While this fog descends, while you are lost in this maze, you feel more informed than ever. You have access to all the information. You scroll, you consume, you feel aware, you see the signs, you believe you are part of the awakening. But this is the final deception. This is the mind control. You are not informed, you are programmed. You are not awakened, you are distracted. They have separated you from reality, from the tangible world, and trapped you in their narrative, their illusion. This is the revelation, the truth, the real, verifiable truth. It is out, there. It's right next to the lie. But you can't see it, you can't distinguish it, because it is buried under a million other, equally loud, pieces of data. This is the new occult ritual. The secret societies have simply modernized their temple. The endless, mindless consumption of information is the ceremony. The feed, your feed, is the altar. And every time you scroll, every time you react, every time you allow the noise to replace your own thoughts, you are participating. You are kneeling at their altar. You are performing the ritual, strengthening the spell, adding your own energy to the mental fog that keeps humanity asleep. The ancient codes and hidden symbols are still the triggers, but the fog is the prison. We are all inside this invisible cult, believing ourselves to be seekers of truth, when we are, in fact, the most loyal, the most devoted, the most controlled congregation in human history. The first step is seeing this, recognizing the fog as the fog. But is it possible to escape? Is there any way to break free from a cult when its temple is invisible and its walls are made of your own thoughts? And the answer is yes. But the escape route isn't a place you go. It's a way you see. The fog, the noise. It seems total. It seems infinite. But within this global system of manipulation, cracks are appearing. Individuals are emerging. They are immune. These are not the people you see on the news. They operate from the shadows because they have to. They are the independent researchers who have been algorithmically suppressed. The anonymous data scientists who saw the dark agenda from the inside and fled. And, most importantly, the ex-members of these very secret societies, whistleblowers, defectors from the occult rituals, who have seen the forbidden knowledge in practice, and who are now risking everything to share the truth. And they are all saying the same thing, what we call random chaos, polarization, the state of the world. It isn't random. It is a program, a global, emotional script, a form of predictive mind control, steering humanity toward a predetermined outcome. They are all warning us that the conspiracies are far more coordinated than we know, that the psychological influence is the primary weapon of the 21st century. This is the awakening. It is not a comfortable revelation. It is the realization that you are, and have been, living inside an invisible prison. A prison built not of walls and steel, but of narrative, and noise and hidden symbols. But how? How do you become immune? How do you break the code? It is not complex, but it requires discipline. It is an internal, personal revolution. It begins with the first step. You must observe. You must see the signs. You must learn to look at the digital world, not as a participant, but as a watcher. Look at the hidden symbols. We discussed the logos, the trends, but go deeper. Observe your own emotions as you scroll. When that sudden spike of anger, or envy, or fear hits you, see it, recognize it, do not become it. That is the first step to reclaiming your hidden power. The second step is to question, actively, relentlessly. Question the narrative, all of the narratives, especially the ones you agree with, especially the ones that feel the most true. Ask yourself, why am I being shown this now? What emotion? What reaction? Is this piece of content designed to extract from me? This is how you begin to see the ancient codes, the manipulation, woven into the fabric of the information itself. And this leads to the third and most powerful step. The one the unseen fear the most. Do not react as the algorithm expects. This is the truth. This is the key. The entire system, the entire structure of their mind control is built on predictability. It requires your reaction, your click, your angry comment, your passive, mesmerized attention. It is the modern, digital, occult ritual. It is the energy offering, the sacrifice we spoke of. The moment you choose, consciously choose, to not give it that energy, the moment you see the hook and refuse to bite, the system glitches. You have broken the loop. You have starved the program. You have seen the code. And when you see the code, it loses its power over you. This is the forbidden knowledge. This is the awakening. This is how you take back your mind from the shadows. The secret societies, the architects of this dark agenda, they are not afraid of new conspiracies. They love them. It's just more noise. They are afraid of silence. They are afraid of the awakened mind, the immune mind, the mind that can sit quietly and observe their manipulation without reacting. You have the key. You can begin right now, but you must be warned. Seeing the code, seeing the truth, it means seeing everything, the pretty and the unbelievably ugly. It means seeing the real purpose of the program and seeing what or who is truly behind the screen. Are you really ready for that? If you are ready, if your eyes are now open to the truth, then you are no longer one of the sleepers. You have made it to the end of this transmission, not by accident, but by intention. You have proven you can look into the shadows and see. This awakening, it is a shared perception. Have you noticed them? The strange patterns, the repeated hidden symbols, the emotions that rise from nowhere. After you have been scrolling, your perception is the key. It is the first crack in their manipulation. Share your truth. Let those of us who see know we are not alone. Write in the comments, I see the patterns. It is a quiet signal, a digital ritual of defiance. And if this revelation, this forbidden knowledge has echoed something deep within you, press the like button. Let it serve as a marker, a small light in the all-consuming fog of their dark agenda. This channel is a breach in their invisible tower. The algorithm, the AI oracle, it is designed to separate us. It will try to hide this truth, to bury these revelations, to pull you back into the noise, to continue this journey with us, to ensure you receive the next part of the code. You must subscribe. Join this circle. Activate the bell. It is the only way to ensure the next transmission finds you. The truth we have uncovered today is only the first layer. The awakening is a path, and the next step is waiting. Click on the video that now appears on your screen. It is time to go deeper, to see what or who is truly pulling the strings.